Well, hello there. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all having a good day, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Um, I haven't fully decided what I'm gonna work on tonight, but I'm gonna work on something. I think what I had started um the other night when my stream bizarrely cut out was let's see. I was looking into Twitch API. So let's see. So I have been trying to any of the projects I make to be vanilla JS, so I'm not relying on any external libraries. I don't know how feasible that will be with connecting to the Twitch API, and at that point, it might just make sense to use one of the libraries available. I haven't made up my mind on that yet, though, so. Mm. So Twitch ad solution. This repo aims to provide multiple solutions for blocking Twitch ads. Don't combine Twitch specific ad blockers. Okay, that's not at all what I'm looking for. This repo is deprecated. Oh, that's kind of funny. 1.7K stars. Twitch API has been moved to the developer website. Future updates will be published there. Okay. I guess that's a pointless repo too. So Twitch.io. Let's see. An async bot API wrapper for Twitch made in Python. Nope. JavaScript API for Twitch messaging interface. This might be more what I'm looking for. I think I've actually seen this one before. Oh yes, I have it bookmarked. So yes, I've seen it before. Oh, I guess dependency wise, if I'm going to use something, I would like it to have as minimal dependencies as possible. And this one has one dependency and, you know, what, 6 or 7, 6 dev dependencies. So that's not bad. And I'm assuming, yeah, well, I mean, I don't actually know what browser WS does, but I'm assuming it's saying don't deploy the WS dependency for browser builds. And if that's the case, they're using the built-in WebSocket API. So this might be a package I'm okay using. So let's see. Options, identity, username, channels, connect, available as TMI on window. Okay. Rebuilt browser releases. All right. Build yourself. Hmm. Well, let's check out the website. Oof, this is annoying. Microphone cable keeps rubbing against my shirt. It's kind of driving me insane. It's not microphone, headphone cable. That is actually happening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see here. Why? Is this just for chat then? I think it is. Messaging interface. Let's look at the code here. So web. I'm wondering how they authenticate. That's one of the things I've been thinking about is I'm gonna have to authenticate to Twitch. Sure thing. Is that better? Oof. White documentation. It's cruel, Twitch. Cruel. I was expecting there to be some form of OAuth in here, but it doesn't look like there's any OAuth. It's just, I guess this is just interacting with the IRC or the WebSocket version, which is their IRC server stuff. So it's not really dealing with OAuth tokens, I don't think. That's what I was looking at in the Twitch documentation yesterday. White documentation. Maybe it is ageist. I don't know about racist, unless the page identifies as a race, then maybe it would be. I guess I could search all of its IDs and see if any of them are a race, but that might be counter to what I'm going for here. All right, get OAuth tokens. So I do want to interact with the main Twitch API. What I was working on yesterday is I want to be able to set the stream information with one of my OBS stream docs. So I want to be able to make a doc that just updates YouTube, updates Twitch, updates any other stream information, and just uses whatever title I have. Because right now it's kind of a pain. I have to go into each manually. So I believe I was in the reference, was it? I think it was under modified channel information and title. So I want to be, I guess I have to patch that endpoint with the new title. I wonder if all of these are required or if you can just do one. So you do need that OAuth token. Let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. All right. User access or app access. Don't require user permissions to access resources. Use app access. You can get a list of videos without the user's permission. Okay. Get an app access token if your app only calls APIs that don't require the user permissions. So I'm pretty certain I'm going to need the user token to actually change. Let's see. Does it say OAuth token? I guess it doesn't say user token, but I would assume if I'm modifying channel information, I'm going to need the user token. Thanks everyone for joining tonight. Let me know if you have any questions. Just want to chat, introduce yourself. Looks like I got cool AJ86 in here. You should give him a follow. He's got some good stuff. So they're just using Passport in the example to handle the authentication. All right, cool, AJ. Do you have a package for not for OAuth authentication built already? If I look through your stuff on GitHub, will I find one? Where's your root project? Well, I don't want to install Passport and everything just so I can authenticate with Twitch. So whatever OAuth system they're using, I want to be able to authenticate with minimal dependencies. Key fetch, the root company. That's what I'm looking for. I was thinking it would be under your organizations here, but I didn't see it. Web install, GamerQ, Future.js. So the root company. Root company. Let's see here. Key fetch. There we go. Lightweight support for JWKs. Maybe libauth, but I'm not sure if the docs are up to date. Couple dependencies. What's Rasha and Eccles? I'm assuming those are crypto related for generating the JWTKs, whatever. An OpenID compatible authentication. Right. Generate secrets. RSA is Rasha and EC is Eccles. Cool. Well, I guess let me swap back to the documentation here and wait, no. What do I want? I wanted this example and see what they're doing. I mean, if they're using Passport, OAuth strategy 2, adding the authorization as the bearer token. Here's the passport. Use OAuth. That's the URL, token URL. Yeah, I agree. OAuth sucks. It's kind of, I don't remember the last time I've actually set up OAuth. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure the last time I've used OAuth was with Passport, but I don't know if I want to use everything that Passport requires just for like a little doc. As an example with GitHub. Let's see here. Was I on that already? Let's see. Example. Yeah. libauth. GitHub. Is OIDC a package? Like NPM package? Or is it one of yours? I know I've heard OIDC before, but for Google sign-in using LibAuth. Ah, I wonder if Twitch allows OIDC then. Is it just OAuth 2? Wasn't one of the reasons they switched from OAuth 2 to so from OAuth 1 to OAuth 2 is too many companies were having trouble interfacing with OAuth 1 because of some sort of restriction. And so they redid everything about it, and then it's now like too little restriction or something like that. Oh, hey, look, get OAuth tokens using OIDC. Sweet. Well, that's awesome. So I guess I can potentially use the OIDC stuff. All right, let's get an editor up. Using either key pairs or libauth should be pretty easy then. All right, sweet. I will give probably both of them a try. Well, I mean, one works. I might just go with that, with whichever one works, but the first one works. All right, let's see here. Window. Here. I think I spelled voodoo wrong. How do you spell voodoo? Is it is that voodoo? Voodoo. Or is it VOO? I don't know. Where's my wiki page for this? Is it Voodoo? No, that's the streaming service. Oh, am I spelling it even more wrong? Voodoo, also spelled. Oh, I guess I kind of got it right-ish. I'm gonna go with my 00 version. All right, let's see. Well, let's open up terminal. Blow up the size a little bit more. Let's see. npm init. Do I want to use a boilerplate for this? No, I'll just do a clean one. Let's go with that. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Let's change my version around. see here. So key fetch. Install both of them for now. And then try each. That was unexpected. Install. LibAuth v0 is not in the registry. Interesting. Did I miss something? The v1 API is not yet locked. Some names may change. Interesting. Do you recommend the v0 one? Cool, AJ? It's not in NPM. Interesting. Oh, it's not this one? Or will this just break things? Placeholder. Alrighty then. Let's see. I think install saves automatically now. For GitHub, that. Do I need all the pre stuff or can I do that? It hates everything. What if I just get like lazy or something and do the boss? And where are we at? I think this will work. I need the actual git tag, so not just the master or whatever. Oh, 0.2. Okay, I see what you mean now. So that's the latest one. Okay, let's see. What if I stick it in here? Oh, because I was doing root company libauth and not libauth.js. I bet that's it. All right. What version did we get here? It looks rightish. Interesting. Not quite right. Poof. Sweet Marie. That's just from keyfetch and libauth? That's weird. Huh. I guess I got pre-8, but it didn't install pre-9. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty odd. All of that came through just for the npm install, but I mean, it's not like I have the environment set to production, so maybe that's why. Like, I wonder if, mm, node modules, okay. So with that removed, if I do, node in production, is it npm install? Like, I know there's a CI thing, but I don't know if that's going to do what I want. Only production, so I don't even need the environment variable. Only equals production. Give that a try. Wait, did I not delete those? Let me... Okay. All right, that's gone. So even CI, only production. Huh. That's weird. Hmm. I want... So, which, you think it's libauth that's getting the express stuff? Yeah. So keyfetch is pretty clean, but libauth brings in all that other stuff. Gonna just use keyfetch for now then and see if that'll work. Interesting. All right, let's see. No, I don't want that. Let's get back up here. Source. Hmm. Star, 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 star. I don't know what star, 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 star means. Recently did a install without the save dev. So you're saying that's why libauth. Wait, how was I on libauth.js before? I'm confused. There's a libauth.js. Oh, libauth is a Go library. Okay, that makes more sense. Libauth create. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does look like libauth has Express and all those, so that would explain why it's all coming through. All right, so supported claims and authorizations. How do I use URIs? YDC implicit grant flow. Use this flow if your app does not use a server. For example, use this flow if your app is a client-side JavaScript app. Okay. Navigate to authorize with the following query parameters that are appropriate for your application. This can be done via your application control logic. Okay. Example that you'll navigate to in your browser control. It's formatted for easier reading. Okay, so response type, token ID, client ID, blah, blah, blah. Users logged in, Twitch asked them. Let's be string. Be set to one of the following possible values. Okay. D, your app's registered client ID. Oh, so I would need to register an app. Guess I could do that. It's the developer portal. Well, I'm gonna register the app on a different screen. You know, reasons, security, stuff like that. But I'll show what I can once I'm comfortable. I'm not exposing any access tokens or anything, so let's see. Redirect URL. Your app's register redirect URI. The access token and ID token are sent to this URI. Can it be localhost? I guess I will give localhost a try and see. Right. Or receive the result for all client either. Right. Exactly match the redirect URI parameter passed to the authorization endpoint. You can set this to localhost. Telebit or duckDNS for have to choose a category. Game integration, website integration, application integration, browser extension, broadcaster suite, chatbot, giveaway, loyalty tool, analytics tool, other. I'm going to say application integration. Ugh. Freaking CAPTCHA. Don't capture me, bro. Oh, nice. Is that, what, version 10 now, then? Oop. So pre-10? Or is it just pre-9 still? All right. Well, I created an application and I gave me the client ID, which is what I'll need for, where was it? Client ID right there. Direct URA. VM doesn't actually support tags, so you need to remove your package lock and reinstall with the latest tag. We'll delete that. So will that still work, or I need to do it via the command line? Okay. Package lock. Sweet. I think it may have gotten the right one this time. Yep. Looks like it got 10. And moment of truth. Node modules. Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you, cool AJ86. Much appreciated. Again, go give him a follow if you like his stuff. Okay, so now I've got those in there. So I should be able to do this all in front end code. So I might not, I might not need a node server to run to access this. I was thinking I was going to need a node server, but if this will work in browser, I might just be able to use the browser package. The Google OIDC example. That was, where was that? This one. So it might be worth a fork and then just swapping out the values. the implicit grant tends to break down because you need to exchange for your own token cookie. In other words, if your token expires and you haven't exchanged it, you have to like generate a new one, which means logging in again or something. Or am I misinterpreting that? Oh, okay. I am, let's see. So I was working on a package called, what's it called? I think it's OBS Witchcraft. Let me pull it up here. And I would like to add a few more things, which essentially, let's see here. All right, so right now, all that's in Witchcraft is this countdown. And it just lets me set the countdown timer for my OBS Studio. And you don't need to run a server. You can, maybe I am, no, I am running a server because it needs local storage access, but all it is literally a local host static serving this HTML file. And then it uses local storage to communicate between a browser dock and a browser source inside OBS Studio. So I want another browser dock inside OBS Studio that will handle updating the title in Twitch and YouTube and potentially any other streaming services. Yeah, this is more geared towards my own feed, and if other people want to use this inside their own OBS Studio, it would be, yeah, it would be on them to authenticate. I guess I've made the app, so I've got the client ID, so potentially people could be going through my app client ID. I'm assuming it's not considered insecure to expose that client ID, which they ask for. Where was that? So this client ID, that's what I just registered. Let's see. Assuming the client ID is fine to expose, then yeah, people could be using my own service. I could just drop this static HTML file with some JavaScript inside the HTML on a subdomain or something, and then people could just point their browser dock at that URL and it would go through the app client ID. But I'm assuming, so is this, if I go to this URL, is that just going to open like a login with, or is it just going to return? Like, is it going to open a login prompt for them, or is it going to just return a JSON? redirects as HTML in the browser. Get your access token in the URL and params. Okay. I think it'll just make more sense to me if I actually test it out. So let's see. Maybe I will swap this around for now. Swap over to the current repository, which is the witchcraft one. Since I'm already running it for my countdown timer, let's make a new HTML file and call it, I don't know, I'm just going to call it info for now. Literally, it's as easy as just copying the authorized URL and swap out your client ID. Okay. Just set state and nonce should be random values. All right. But I guess what I'm wondering is if if I post this online on a subdomain on my website and other people point at it, it's going to try to use whatever account they're logged in with. And if they're not logged in, it will probably ask them to log in. That's what I'm trying to verify. Like, what's the flow for this like? And so that's what I wanted to test in my other window here is just copying stuff and see. I am, gosh. I had to add all the freaking returns. Okay. Localhost. There is. Let's see, I'm running on 8080 right now, so I need to add localhost 8080 as a potential redirect. Okay. And then just save this. Right, and let's see. 8080. So you said for the state and the nonce, it could be anything random, or like these ones match. So do they need to match, or is that just they were using some pre-random string? Say, although optional, you are strongly encouraged to pass a state string to prevent cross-site. All right. Server returns the string to you in your redirected URI. Okay, so I wouldn't include that somehow in the HTML file, and then nonce. Oh, they're both for cross-site forgery attacks. Can match. Hmm. But they don't have to match. All right, let's see what happens. Do some damage. All right. There we go. So OBS Voodoo wants you to access your account. Clicking authorize below will allow OBS Voodoo to manage your channel's polls, get details from your channel's polls, get your Twitch user ID, username, profile image, profile, blah, blah, blah. I'm wondering if this has all the authorization that I'm wanting, though, because it, it mentions managing your channel's polls and get details of your channel's polls, but it's not talking about managing. Where was that API? Modify channel information. I want to be sure to be able to modify channel information. I wonder if this will have enough. Uh, you could base 64 encode the page the user was on. Okay, interesting. Okay, so if I authorize, not found. Well, that makes sense. But with that, it gives me the access token, the ID token, scope, encode URI perm1. Oh, that's what I missed. Ah, requesting claims. I was thinking there should be something like that, so. Hmm. That for now. Just throw a style tag in there. We'll throw a script in here. We're also going to set this to type equals module. And I'm going to add an async on there. I don't know if I need that, but we'll see. All right. Let's see. You don't even need a web page. You can just copy the URL and change the redirect in client ID. And you can see how it works and what you get back. Well, I did. So I've already tested it. I authorized it. So I know I've gotten back now what they show here. What was that? So I got back this response. I got an access token. I got an ID token. It shows, I believe, the rest of that too. So I do already have that. I was just starting on the how to use that type of process. I forgot to look. Is there somewhere that I assume this thing times out, so where does it say the timeout? Or do you set the timeout? Scope, state. It's in the ID token. Thank you. So it's part of the JWT or whatever that is. I assume the ID token is JWT. Looks like a JWT or something like it. What's types? All right. Hmm. I need to send a patch request. Hmm. Broad patch. All right, that's a good way of testing it, or as good as any. Where do you get your broadcaster ID? Let's see. User ID associated with the channel. It's channel information. Not channels commercial. That's not what I want. Return values. No, I don't want extension transactions, do I? It's odd. I like how the broadcaster ID is required query parameter, but it's also one of the values that it returns. And what I'm trying to figure out is how to get the value in the first place. So that's so weird. Hmm. I mean, is broadcaster ID just a username, but they were showing it like it's a number. Required query, required query. Hmm. Well, I'm perplexed by this. I feel like if you're gonna require them to provide a value, you should also make it obvious how they find that value. Or I'm just missing it. It's more than possible. Optional query parameter cheer notes. I mean, I guess, but that requires an extension ID. Hmm. You had a similar problem with PayPal where a value was referenced but never defined anywhere in the docs. Yeah. I'm like, it's defined in the docs so far, but so far I've always seen it as a required parameter or as a return value from something that required a different ID. Or yeah, so there's been a few wonky things. Thanks for joining in, cool AJ. Have a good one. Everyone else, make sure to check out his stream. It's good. I learn a lot every time I watch it. So, man, I hate my scroll bar over here. I cannot tell where the little freaking thing is. Is it right there? There it is. Right, channel notes. What's that? Charity campaign. Response. Chat badges. Badgers? Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers. Get chat settings gets the broadcaster's chat settings. Oh, it's still required. Darn it. Where'd that freaking thing go? Chat. Just show me how to get the freaking broadcaster ID. This is infuriating. Don't require something and give it as a response. It's really annoying. An extension pub sub. Get extension live channels. Again, that's great if I was building an extension. Not so great if you're not. Extension chat message. Get creator goals. Type, whatever. Check auto mod status. Ban. Miss my old mouse. Had a mouse wheel that you could like trigger and it would become like a flywheel and you could just spin it. It would go scrolling off and it was amazing. Term. Does this actually show where I'm at in the documentation? Okay. Move channel. Are any of these likely to return the freaking broadcaster ID? Channel stream schedule, maybe? I don't know. Let's see, where did that move it down to? There it is. Nope, still needs broadcaster ID. Search categories, search channels. Soundtrack. It's the current. It's the soundtrack. The soundtrack track that the broadcaster is playing. Interesting. Soundtrack playlist. It's the channel stream key for the user. Gets information about active streams. Streams are returned sorted by number of current viewers and descending order. Stream number. User subscription. For all stream tags. You're really starting to bug me, documentation. Stream tags, replace go channel teams. Still needs broadcaster ID. Holy moly. What the heck? Get users follows? No. User block list. User extensions, active extensions. I'm guessing none of those are going to be at update user extensions. Get videos. Nope, didn't think so. Send whisper. Well, we're way past where any of those show up. So, what the heck? That is super duper bizarre. I want to know. is how to get my broadcaster ID. Is that like too much to ask for? The API concepts. It's not even in API concepts. Sweet. Hello there to anyone tuning in. Welcome. Feel free to ask any questions if you got them. Or introduce yourself. Not finding it in the Twitch API. I wonder. I'm just gonna search it because it's driving me crazy. Twitch API. How to get Twitch API broadcaster ID. You can user the get users endpoint to convert a name to an ID or vice versa. The get users endpoint. Get users to convert the names to IDs, then use the IDs on the subscriber's endpoint. Hmm. It's returned as ID in the Helix streams. Oh my gosh. For real? Let's see. Streams. Get streams. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking annoying. All right, update your freaking documentation. So the broadcaster ID is the ID from the get streams API. So you do a get streams request, optional query parameters, maximum number of objects, game ID, language, user ID, return streams broadcast by one or more specified user IDs. Streams broadcast by one or more specified user login names. Okay, so you do a get request to here. Oh, that's so freaking annoying. Okay, let's try this out. Curl Copy this. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That. See. Hmm. Testing some curl commands right now to see if they'll actually authenticate correctly and be able to get me my broadcaster ID so that I can run pretty much every single other command. Oh, so freaking annoying. Let's see. Get Twitch streams. Where was this again? Twitch streams, user login. User login. Dojo Byte. Okay. There. Where did that go? Hmm. Oh, token. I'm assuming it's the ID token I need to do. Okay. And client ID. That. All right. Um, hmm. Invalid auth token. Really? Why would that be? Hmm. Let's adjust this. Functions. Okay. Let's see. Location dot. What am I looking for? Thought there was a way to get the location value with everything kind of parsed out. No, I can't think of how to do it. Okay, but with that done, let's see here. URL. Split at ampersand. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. All right, that's a little more clear. Hmm. Well, let's go ahead and see if it's expired this time. I'm assuming it was expired last time. All right, let's try it again. Unauthorized, invalid auth token. Oh, maybe I need to adjust things. Where was that again? IDC claims supported. Response types, scopes. The APIs that you're calling identify the scopes you must list. The list must include the OpenID scope if response type includes ID token, or you want to include the non-default claims requesting claims. URL and code the list. All right. This is what Cool AJ was mentioning earlier. It's URL search params scope to string. Let's see. Hmm. So channel manage polls, channel blah blah blah. So channel moderate. That. Oh, okay, okay. So what's this? Nope. Reference. Probably back up. So I want the get streams. And does it list which or scopes I need? Get followed streams required scope user read follows. I don't think this one actually mentions the scope. So this, yeah, it's not mentioning the scope. User read follows. Channel read stream key. Channel manage schedule. Hmm. Predictions. Polls. VIPs. Hmm. So I need this scope. Okay. At least one. See here. Let's see if this will do it. Yes, that is That'll do it. Okay, but I really don't need that to be that complex. So I'm just making sure that I get the right permissions when I generate this token. So I'm testing things out. Since it's credential related, I'm doing it on the other screen. Please don't be offended if I just don't trust all of you. But, you know, if you are, suck it. Welcome to the internet. Do, do. Um, so that gets me channel information, but I also need the freaking stream information. Let's see if this does it for now. Um, um, let's see. Let's give it a ID of output. Okay. And we're going to come into here and say, actually, maybe we'll move this to the bottom of the page. Hopefully it will. There's a DOM loaded API, but I just don't want to F with it right now. So I'm going to just see if this will work. So I want to do, say document. No, I want to name the variable. Let's just call it output for now. Document dot query selector. Also do get element by ID, but I'm not gonna. All right, and we're gonna do output dot is it append child or in, I'm gonna do inner HTML. Do I want, yeah, I'll do inner HTML for now. And inner HTML, I'm gonna do the JSON dot, no, I'm messing up already. Go back. All right. JSON dot stringify. Location hash. So this should provide an array. Break these on separate lines here. We got location hash, blah, blah, blah. Split it by ampersand. This removes the hashtag, we then map and split it by equal sign. It should give us an array at the very least. And then what are the other options for stringify? Replacer and space. So I think replacer I want null, if I recall correctly, and space I want 2. Is that it? Or yeah. Let's find out. Let's see. It didn't do it. An update. Did I get an error anywhere? I don't think I got an error anywhere. Hmm. And since I'm not adding anything else right now, I can eliminate the template string. I was thinking I might wrap stuff around it, but and maybe I will also say let's do a let output string equals JSON stringify output enter HTML equals output string and console.log output string. I'll log the container too. Why not? Output. Right. Save. Still no console log. Maybe let's just load this. Save. What if I remove this stuff? Save. Nope. Right, so ID output, square selector. Oh, derp d derp. Save. It all works now. It would have been nice if that would have errored for me. It's kind of annoying it didn't. Maybe we will shift this to a pre. Beautiful. Makes it a lot easier to see what's what. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. It's us. And going. I want to do a curl. Let's see if this works this time. Message invalid auth token. All right. What are we doing wrong here? Invalid auth token. Access token goes here. We do the user. We want implicit. Parameters. So this is what we've been doing. It redirects correctly. The user authorized. And it gets that. In JavaScript, you can access the fragment using location hash. The user didn't authorize, you get denied. The claims of your token include oh wait, am I doing this wrong? Maybe maybe that's what's going wrong here. Derp D derp. Well, I figured it out. I was thinking I needed this ID token. I needed the access token. Derp. Yeah. I'm a derp right now. It is. There's something I have to deal with. Okay. So once you use the correct token, it seems to work. Let's see. Okay. That gives me my ID, which is my broadcaster ID. And with that, I can then query the Well, I can patch the channels API. See if I'm doing this right. Patch the channels API. JSON. Do I have to provide all of these? All parameters are optional, but at least one parameter, the parameter must be provided. So I can just provide title, presumably, based on what that just said. Let's see. Go to title. All right. Title. And what title should we try? Let's copy our current one and say tinkering with the Twitch API. So tinkering. Using JavaScript to tinker Twitch API. Okay. Moment of truth. Unauthorized. We need to get a new token already? Is that what's going on? I'll try that just to make sure. Okay, that. Let's see. Say, I will make sure that I still have the correct broadcast ID. Yeah, it looks like I do. Right, and try it again. Unauthorized. Why is it unauthorized? Didn't I include the broadcast one? I will manage broadcast. I did include it. I included that. I've got. Oh, maybe I need to include. I was attaching it as if it is a GET request, but maybe I actually need to include it in the data. Let's see. Give this a shot. Or wait, no. Didn't I copy this? Yeah, that's how they did it. So they included it right there. I was doing it right. Line ID, application JSON. Huh. Okay. Never mind. I was doing it right. I even copied it from them. So I'm not getting the correct permissions for some reason. Unauthorized status 401. Incorrect user authentication. Read editors. Manage broadcast. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Search scope on this page. This must include the OpenID scope. It does. Must be set to code. Do I have the response type set correctly? Why not? Oh wait, I might be too far down. Oh wait, let's look at this. Scopes. This might be helpful. So manage a channel's broadcast configurations, including updating channel configurations. Charity. Replace stream tags. Charity. Manage extensions, polls, raids. Schedule videos. Hmm. Manage a user object. Hmm. Manage VIPs, read VIPs. Manage a channel's videos, including deleting videos. Raids, predictions, extensions. I mean, it looks like I've provided the correct one. Guess maybe I don't need these others. I'll change that. And hmm. Okay. What am I looking for again? Hmm. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. Um, Okay. I haven't updated the nodes or the state, so I'm going to go ahead and update those and see if that will fix whatever problem I'm having. See if the new crypto option, I guess it's not that new, but it's relatively new in terms of internet. That didn't work. Okay. Sweet. That's working. All right. Let's that and do that. All right. Let's try this again. So we go here. It's an access token. We take the new access token. We go here and here. We copy that. We go to curl. Unauthorized. What the heck? It literally should have these permissions. Where is it going wrong? So I am trying to do the helix channels. Caster ID. Where is it's up here, ain't it? Manage channel information. Okay. Channel manage broadcast. Title of the string value must not be an empty string. It's not an empty string. Okay. Master language. Got the broadcaster ID in here. Title. I've got the bearer. I've got the client ID. Content type is set. Data raw. Okay, all of that is set. Hmm. Hmm. Station error. Client ID. Content type. Data raw. Huh. I wonder if there's like a verbose option for this. See, curl. Oh, verbose. Yeah, I'm gonna try doing verbose curl. All right, let's see what verbose curl says. Connected. So it's TLS. Connection to host left intact. Incorrect user authentication. So I'm getting a 401 error, which is an HTTP status code that translates to unauthorized. Let's see, Twitch API, channels, incorrect user authorization. You appear to have a create client credentials token, which is generally fine for calling public data endpoints. To call the editor's endpoint, you need permission from the broadcaster, which is achieved by generating a user token with the relevant scope, as you need a token that represents a user a client credentials represents no one. Well, technically, client ID. As per reference, OAuth user token required. Required scope. As for games, a user token. Change the user redirect for my app. Twitch token. What's next? Yes, browser page show. Feel free to close the browser. The browser displays feel free. All right, let's look at it again. Hmm. So the implicit does say it's a user token. Hmm. Hmm. Authorization endpoint used to get access token if you're using the OIDC implicit grant flow or an authorization code. DC. Used to get an access token if you're using grant flow. Used to validate user info endpoint. User used to get claims from an OAuth access token. Use what claims? How do I use the response type? The claims. A string encoded JSON object that specifies the claims to include in the ID. So maybe I need to update the claims here. I guess I wasn't including any claims. Maybe I need to add a claim. User authorized your app. The server sends the access token. Remember, the nonce is in the claims portion of the ID token's payload. More information about the claims that your tokens includes by default. Okay, so isn't one of these? Yeah, there we go. Custom claims. Claim. All right. The client ID of the application that the user ID of the user that authorized the app. Following list contains the claims that you can also request. Email verified, picture, preferred username, updated at. To include the non-default claims, include query, whatever. May contain the ID token user info field. Set ID token field to an object that specifies the claims you want. Include user info field to an object that specifies the claims you want to retrieve in the user info endpoint. Hmm. So with the access token, I should be able to take this, set the correct bearer token, and run this. Ooh, missing authorization token. All right. Examples of the two flows. Implicit flow. Token ID, client ID, URI. So channel manage polls. D. Claims. Interesting. Let's go ahead and copy this over and if you're not already signed into your Twitch account, you'll be asked to sign in if this client ID hasn't previously requested access to your full resource. You'll be asked to give consent. If you gave consent, the address bar is set to redirect URI. Okay, so let's try this. So ID, Twitch, authorized, response type, token ID, client ID. Okay, let's see. Our client ID goes here. Direct scope. Copy this. Don't pick any of the polls. Read polls. Right. ID token. User info. Hmm. Okay, let's see if this one works. All right. Got the new access token. New access token. That. And worked there. If it works in this one. Don't work in that one. Not work in that one. This is pretty odd. It's the ID. Oh, snap. It worked. Note to self. It is not the ID that is the broadcast ID. It is the user ID. So when you go to this endpoint, so when you patch it, you do not need, see, how should I show this? There's that. Streams. Okay. Okay, so when you access this stream, you access it, and I guess it's not showing it, but you add a URL parameter onto the end called user login, and you set it to the username you want. If it's for yourself, that would be your own username. One of the things I read that got me onto searching that, I forget which one it was now, but it's not that one, not this one. I think it was this one. Maybe? It said, look at the ID, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess I missed that. A user ID and a broadcaster ID are the same thing. Interesting. Okay. In any case, if it was this one, I misread it. If not, maybe it was a different one that I read correctly and they misspoke. Either way, I had been trying to do the ID, which that's the stream ID apparently. And so just switching it to user ID and putting the user ID in place of what it's asking for broadcaster ID, it worked fine. So I was able to successfully update my stream title with that, which, huzzah, hooray, it worked. If only I had animations where I could do celebration fireworks or something. I guess maybe that's something I'll need to get to soon. Okay. I'm happy-ish with where I'm at right now. I haven't wrapped it up into anything tangible for other people to use yet, but I can now. So I'll probably do that on my next stream, and I'll wrap up this one and end it here. And maybe we'll be able to get to the YouTube side of it too, so you can update both YouTube and Twitter. Not Twitter, sorry. YouTube and Twitch with this. I mean, who knows? Part of the issue I've been getting annoyed with is I make the title, I update Twitch, I then go over to YouTube, I update YouTube, and then I go and share and with like Discord or with Twitter actually, and update those. And so if I could include in this tool not only the Twitch, not only the YouTube, but also posting a tweet with the links to both Twitch and YouTube with the description of what I'm working on, that would be freaking awesome. And that would be my ideal place. So maybe we'll get to all that, but maybe we won't. I guess we'll see. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for now. Let's see. Where's my super suit? I mean my OBS studio. Let's see. There we go. That's what I meant to do. All right, so found this at all useful, helpful? Please like, subscribe, follow, whatever. You know, helps out. And share it with a friend or whatever. Anyways, y'all have a good day, morning, evening, wherever you are. All right.